Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you everything that I have crocheted over the summer because summer is about to end in like a week or so, unfortunately. So yeah, I'm going to start with the more little projects first, and I'll start with this little cow that I made, and it's made out of this very fluffy yarn that was surprisingly not super hard to work with. I just like see people on TikTok and stuff, like they make a little fluffy cow like this, and I made a brown fluffy cow. And I specifically used this yarn. It's a Lion brand Gopher Faux Sparkle, which is really nice. You can see there's little sparkly bits. Obviously I used a different color from this one. But yeah, so with this yarn, I don't know if you can see well with this one, there's actually a little bit of a band here. So when you're crocheting with it, it's actually, you can fill your stitches a little bit better. And the only hard part was just like trying to figure out the sizing, because there's not really like a specific tutorial for like the fluffy cow, but just a regular one. And because these skeins of yarn are pretty small compared to like a bigger one, and I only had one at the time, and I managed to get lucky and I used 2 of these, but the store only had like one, and then one that was like out of the package. But yeah, I think it turned out pretty cute. It is a little crooked here and there, but yeah. This is not in any chronological order, but this is the most recent one I did, and it's a crochet shrug. And I will put it on to show how it looks. So this is what it looks like. You can see the sleeves here have a little bit, I increased as I went down here, so it has a little big cuff on the bottom, and I could have made them longer if I wanted, but whenever I'm wearing like long sleeves, I don't want them to go too far down, because when I'm wearing like bracelets and stuff. And this is also something I'd see a lot. I saw mostly on like Pinterest, because that's where I like to look for my crochet inspiration. But this isn't like a shirt I would wear it with, because you can see it pretty much covers like the design, but a lot of people wear them with like tank tops and things, and I don't really wear those, but I thought it was cute, and I always think it's cute when people wear these. And the yarn I used for this one was the Karen Cake Blossom Cakes, and these are really nice because they're really, really soft. And it's like, it's a mix of cotton and acrylic. And whenever I would go to Michael's, I'd always see these, and I really like them. And I like how it's, because the other Karen Cakes are more like striped, so when you're crocheting, it'll make like a striped effect. And there's some parts here and there where you can see it's a little darker, and then you can see it's like a lighter gray. But yeah, this was pretty easy to make. The only thing is I think I made the neck hole like a little too big, but it's nice because if you made the neck hole too small at first, and then as I went, it kind of stretches out. But yeah, it was pretty easy to make. I didn't really need to like sew anything together, so yeah. The next thing I crocheted is this Taylor Swift inspired cardigan, and surprisingly this didn't take me a very long time. I think I started it was like in June, so like almost right when school came out, because this was like one of the main things I wanted to make, and I was like, I can make it over the summer and then I can have it for the fall when it is actually cold. But yeah, I used the same type of yarn again, the Karen Blossom Cakes. It was just in the color blossoms, and so it has like purples and a little bit of like light blues, and even like some magentas here and there. But yeah, for this one I entirely followed a tutorial, and it was actually really easy. Each part was like a whole hour long, but yeah, this only took me about a month. And you can see with all the specific stitchings and things, it's supposed to mimic, I think, like cable knit or something. But yeah, and then I'll show the back as well. I wanted to lay it out before I put it on. And I kind of got unlucky with this because it was like as soon as I finished making it, Taylor Swift released a Speak Now cardigan, but it looks a lot different. I'll probably like show a picture, but it's like a dark purple, and this one is a lot lighter. And then for the bottom parts here, I just put white. I almost did think about like getting this color and using it, but I think the white looks a lot better on here. And I also didn't put any sort of buttons or anything on it now. I mean, the way I have it in the sizing, I don't think I'd be able to button it up that much because I just followed the original tutorial and didn't really size it up or anything. So yeah, I'll put it on now. So this is what it looks like on. And yeah. So, like I said, I don't have any buttons on it, but I don't really worry about the buttons anyway because I have like an old cardigan and then I bought the Speak Now one still, even though I made this. And I don't really ever like button up the cardigans, but because this is a mix of like cotton and acrylic, I think it'll be nice for the fall and I won't be sweating too much. I mean, right now it's summer and so it's pretty warm in here, but hopefully I'll be able to wear this in the fall or winter. And I think this shirt is nice to wear with this cardigan too, because I know some people don't like the design with these marks because it's supposed to be like a tie-dye thing. But yeah, I think it looks cute, and it looks cute, and you can still see the design, and you can kind of read the Speak Now if I wear it a little more open. And the reason it took me so long, I think, to do this, because like the way it works is you do like the front panel, and then the other front panel, and then you do like the back as well. And doing the actual panels didn't take me that long, but I wanted to specifically block them out, which is why I have this board here, where I just pinned it down, and I ended up buying a steamer specifically to block it. I've seen this is one that a lot of people use, and it just made it a lot easier to sew everything together because the edges were like curling a little bit. But yeah, it turned out pretty cute. I still have like some little pieces here that I haven't weaved in, but I mean, it's way too hot to even like wear this yet. So yeah, and then I'll show my final project that I've been working on. And the last project I've been working on, which I'm actually technically almost supposed to be done with it, is this Giant Arrows Tour blanket. This is how big it is right now. So it's pretty long. Oh, I don't want to drop it on the floor. But yeah, I haven't really laid it out this big because usually this craft desk is pretty full. But yeah, essentially the way it works is kind of like a temperature blanket, which is where you have like a specific color for each thing. And I have my little key here. And so pretty much for each surprise song that Taylor does, she does 2 for every single show. I have like each color corresponding to each album, and then I actually do a row of white to separate each city. And there were a couple instances where it didn't match. So like you can see right here, there's like a gray sparkly one because this one is when she sang I Don't Want to Live Forever. So that I couldn't use an album one. And then over here is when she did 3 surprise songs and she sang one with Gracie. And so I got this one to match Gracie's album. And I'm currently not caught up with it. I'm currently working on the row. I don't remember for which date, but yeah, I have a whole thing where I track it. And then, oh, even here too, whoops, I'm dropping it. Even over here too, it's towards the bottom, because it was a long time ago, there's a row of sparkly purple, because that is when she announced Speak Now, Taylor's version. So yeah, so far the blanket is coming along good. The only thing is that I have not been weaving in like my ends as I go, because obviously I need to do all these color switches and things. I think the only parts I really weaved in is like over here or something. I don't even know where. But yeah, I'm not too worried about that now. I'll probably just do that at the end. But right now, she has, when I'm filming this, she has like 4 shows left, including today, and for the US, the first leg of the tour. And I definitely don't plan on doing one for international dates because that would take a really long time. And I even like, one time I went to Joann's and I like took my little key with me so I could buy new yarn because I used up so much of my acrylic. I've been using acrylic. You can even see like right here, this yellow changes to like a much lighter yellow, so it looks a little different. But yeah, I really like how this blanket is coming out, and sometimes I end up getting lucky and she'll sing 2 albums, or 2 of the same album in a row, and so I don't have to like switch my color or anything. And then also, actually, for if this was a movie, I did a mix of Fearless and Speak Now. So I did like half and half. It sucks I won't be able to use the blanket because Willow would definitely rip it up. And of course, this took a really long time, but I started it at the very beginning of when she started the tour. And so, yeah, I honestly feel like because of this blanket, I haven't crocheted a lot because every time I just like need to catch up, and I feel like the weeks pass by pretty quickly, and it's like all of a sudden she had 2 shows and I wasn't able to catch up super well. But yeah, I'm happy with the projects I made this summer. I didn't mention before, but I've been crocheting since Christmas, and one of my Christmas gifts was a little crochet hook set. And so yeah, I'm excited to see what I crochet for the rest of the year. Of course, it's almost fall, and I think fall is the best time to do a lot of crochet stuff, because with my cardigan and my shrug or bolero, whatever you call it, that was the first time I made like crochet clothing. And I know for the summer that people make like tops and things, but I wasn't really into those type of things. But I think for the winter, some cute things I'll make, maybe like some new hand warmers, because I have some old ones that I didn't make very well, and I have a lot of a new kind of yarn that I have that I think would be cool to use. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content.